Hey! Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about Rust Console Edition, the update coming for us that's currently on testing branch. That'll be out here pretty soon in October. We're going to be talking about the wipes that are coming in here, the Jade Skin picks, and a bit of a week in review. If you didn't know, Rust Console Edition is in new gen. It's soon to just be Rust Console Edition, but we have the old gen stuff that's going to be phased out here at the end of October. For the most part, I kind of peeked my head in there. Kind of a ghost town. You know, I know it has to be shuttered, but it was good for finding extra skin for the skin rotations, like extra skins for the rotation. They'd actually have some other repeats in there, but it seems to even be whittled down now. So, as I said, not only is the population kind of ghost town, but you can tell it's at the end of life. So that'll be seeing its way out here at the end of October. We do have an old gen server. We're going to be shuttering that here probably this week. But we do have a new gen server that we are actively, obviously, doing now. So if you are interested in that, that information should be in the lower left-hand corner. If you are looking for VIP, that is done through channel membership. Once you are a channel member on YouTube, go to my community tab, post tab on YouTube, and then look for that server post. And then under that, once you're a member, you should see a members only post. Reply there with a, hey, here's my gamer tag, so-and-so, yada, yada. Reply with that, as YouTube will know that you're a human being, apparently, and not a robot. I don't know why that's a part of their automatic system, but it is. But when you do that, we'll add you to the database, which means you have QSkip on the server. But just because there's QSkip doesn't mean that it isn't open to everybody, because it absolutely positively is. So if you're looking for a good solo, duo, trio server, that's the place to go. Also, this kind of ties in with stuff that's happening on official here. They are actively still banning people, which is great, and so are we on our server as well. So again, if you see any of that weird activity out there, be sure to use the in-game report system when you're on my server. Be specific about what's happening, who it is, and what grid they live in, and we will bring the hammer down on them. And we also pass that information along to other server owners, and also Double 11 if they choose to take further action. So it's bad to cheat. Don't do it. It's bad. Okay, don't do this bad. So yeah, just a friendly heads up if you're one of the weirdos that's still doing it. Bad idea, bro. Bad idea. Okay, so a bit of a breakdown as far as what's coming for us. MLRS, which is part of the Desert Military Base that's coming out for this update. It should be at the end of October. Also with that is going to be the Recoil update. We'll show you a little bit of that here. Yeah, we'll see. I'll probably draw a bunch of attention. Just know that the MLRS is a way to attack bases. You need two components. You need the targeting computer, and you need the MLRS missiles. You can do 12 of them at one time, but there's a cooldown after you do each launch. The missile launcher is actually, it's like a missile vehicle. It's broken, but essentially it sits there, and then you have to go to that location and then put in the targeting computer and then put the missiles in the back. And then you select a target launch, and then it has a significant cooldown, or at least significant enough. I've already done a video on some more details. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. Or it'll also be on the end screen as well if you're interested in looking at more of that. Okay, so that's all part of this. It comes in at the end of October. It's currently sitting on testing staging branch. The new Recoil is there. So again, give feedback as far as like the direction it's going as far as the balance for this. Not like, hey, let's go back to the old Recoil, because let's be honest. If Face Punch doesn't do it, Double 11's not going to do it. Double 11 has to kind of follow the balance, the rules that have been set by Face Punch. So Face Punch has not reverted those changes, so just know the Recoil was always going to be a thing for us at some point, and it just happens to be our turn now. So be sure to check it out. Okay, so let me show you. We should see some major, well, maybe not with this one. If we do the Akis, that should be going up to the right now. So the reason why this is so significant and good for us as far as cheaters are concerned, or it's bad for the cheaters, good for us, there's a bit of randomness to this. So the scripts that would automatically pull down the AK pattern won't really apply to this weapon or other weapons. It'll kind of be all over the place, which means we're kind of all in the same playing field. So again, if you're cheating still, what are you doing? Not only will you get banned, but you're bad. So yeah, so the new Recoil, I think it makes it a bit more accessible. I do miss the old S-curve and stuff, but I mean, I've been playing with this other change on PC for so long now, it's like, I'm used to it, so it's not the worst thing. You got to give it time to settle in. It is different, so, you know, don't let that deter you. There should be some aim train servers at some point. I know some people kind of have access to some of those, but I have yet to see them. Anyways, so those changes are coming through for us, so be on the lookout for that. If you want a chance to do it, you can always run part of the wipe here over on the console side. as PTB is currently running these changes. Okay, so I don't want to go too long because we do have the Jade Skin picks still. Yes, there will be full wipes that are happening for us. That is official now. I don't know if I said that earlier or not, but essentially monthlies, weeklies will have a full wipe at the end of October. Going into this new update, which does make sense. There's a bunch of new stuff. I know we've been kind of lingering on that for a while, so that's good news. Everybody starts from 0. Again, that's at the end of the month. Just know that there's a lot of heavy hitters that are coming into the play right now. We've got Battlefield. We're either on the eve of Battlefield launch or we're on the launch, depending on when you guys watch this. So Battlefield 6 is currently running. That's going to be soaking a lot of player base. And also Arc Raiders. Server Slam is on the 17th to 19th, which is essentially an open beta. And then the full release of Arc Raiders is the 30th of October. I had to think about that for a second. Honestly, that game's so tight. If you're looking, or if it even looks remotely interesting, I would strongly suggest checking out the Server Slam. It's open to everybody. There's no codes. If you've got a PlayStation, an Xbox, or a PC, give it a shot, because when we played the tech test, not only was it good, it exceeded my expectations, and I have not seen a game with this much polish or being that good for well over a decade, maybe even longer. So it's a big deal. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about it, so be sure to check it out. We'll be doing plenty of stuff on it, so be on the lookout for that. So just know we got a lot of heavy hitters. We'll still be playing Rust. We'll still be doing Rust videos, Rust content, obviously, but just know we're going to have a heavy rotation of Arc Raiders at least when those things do come up, and a bit of Battlefield as well. So very excited for all these titles, and excited for the changes coming through for Rust Console Edition as well, as we have the Arctic base after this. So yes, very exciting. All right, so let's go over to the Jade Skin picks, shall we? Okay, so we're over here doing the Jade Skin picks. If you didn't know, we break these down into the green category, pick 1 and 2, and then the orange category, 1 and 2, to help you decipher maybe what you would like to buy, as buying all of these every time is a bit expensive. So that's how we're going to do this. Also, be on the lookout for each one of these major updates. We're going to be seeing large DLC packs that are concurrent with, or exactly with, the PC side. So we have a lot of really cool DLC that's still out there, so be on the lookout for that. I don't think we quite know what it is yet, but it's going to be good. Okay, so we don't have too much going on here this time around, but that's okay. I think some of these are quite exciting. So let's go ahead and do the repeat one first. As the Web Hunter Arsenal, I might have a sneeze here, is one of the repeats. Let's go ahead and break this one down. It goes the full set, if you decide to get it, is a discount at 1,050 Rust coins. And then we have the breakdown. I have my notes here because I already bought it, apparently. We've got the M249. Oh, yeah, so like in a different order. Okay, well, that's weird. The M249 is going for 250 Rust coins. And none of this glows, so that's really nice. I was looking at my notes going, I was looking at my notes and I was like, in a different order. I was like, oh, this must have been from a while ago. The Combat Kniff going for 250 Rust coins. I think it's on the hilt? No. The base of it. It's a spider. It's the purple Spider-Man. And we have the L96 going for 250 Rust coins. I think this one looks very sharp. It's a cool skin all the way around, I think. We have the M39 going for 250 Rust coins. And we have my favorite, the Prototype, going for 200 Rust coins. Hey, it's at a discount. Why not? I love running with this in the beginning with the silencer. And then when it gets totally beat up, you just grind it up. So you make any other weapon into a BR. Let's go. I guess that glows a little bit. That's not bad. See, I think the prototypes are sharp, dude. That's my preferred weapon. And then we have the Akes going for 300 Rust coins. And if you are over on the old gen version, this is one of the sets that's sitting on the other side. They had a bunch of sets before, but for whatever reason, this rotation, we don't. So just know that you don't have to necessarily pop over there. Okay, let's go. Okay, so on to the new stuff here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Let's we got to do the skin picks, don't we? Okay, so the skin pick for this one is going to be off of rarity. So the green first pick is going to have to be the M249 for 250 Rust coins. That's one you can roll around with, I think. And because of rarity, the L96 is going to be the green secondary pick. Also a sharp weapon to have. Or a sharp skin for the weapon to have. Geez, I'm having a stroke. Again, L96, 250 Rust coins. And on to the orange pick, it's going to have to be the Prototype. It's kind of a steal because it's 200 Rust coins. orange first pick. And orange secondary pick is going to have to be the 39. Where's the 39? And this is also 250. I like having skins for weapons that you can buy outright at the bandit camp, because now that we have dynamic pricing, if you're cashing out things like fertilizer, you can get these pretty quick and usually at a pretty deep discount if you buy them at the right time. So not bad. 39 for M39 going for 250 Rust coins. Okay, let's go on to the sets. Blue digital camo. Whole set's going for 1,050 Rust coins. And again, if you're looking at maybe 2 to 3 of these, maybe you want to get the whole thing. Leather gloves going for 250 Rust coins. We have the large backpack. There's is that a hazmat suit? Going for 300 Rust coins. We have the Bounet hat going for 225 Rust coins. We have the small backpack going for 250 Rust coins. We have the long sleeve t-shirt going for 225 Rust coins, cheeks. And then we have the chaqueta, la chaqueta, going for 250 Rust coins. I think it's a la chaqueta, not an L, right? It's a la. Jacket going for 250 Rust coins. All right, so it should be no surprise because I'm kind of a freak about this. The green first pick is going to have to be the backpack. It's a default BP, and it gives just enough camo for it to be nice because the standard one's kind of like a bright blue. So this is green first pick, 250 Rust coins. And the large backpack for 300 Rust coins for the green secondary pick for a lot of the same reasons, although the standard large backpack is kind of nice and camo to begin with. The other one here is going to have to be the jacket for the orange first pick for 250 Rust coins. And the leather gloves for the orange secondary pick for 250 Rust coins. Honestly, if you're looking for all of these items, it's not a bad idea to go the whole combo, but me personally, I would say probably the backpacks are probably worth it. So you're looking at about 500 Rust coins there ish. Was that like that's 550? So kind of, you know, honestly, the large backpack is kind of a good one default anyway. So maybe the small backpack if you're kind of looking to stretch your dollar, I would say. Just me personally. And this is not a bad camo because in the winter biome, it can still kind of blend in with some of the ground details. Obviously not a whiteout camo, but it's kind of a nice in between. So definitely if you're standing or kneeling in a bush, most people aren't going to see you. Now, though, you'll probably stand up the most in the desert, but hey, it is what it is, right? Okay, on to the next one. Okay. This set here, I don't even know what it's called. It's got no title. It's got no title. Does it really have no title? Oh, it's Spooky. Okay, they just forgot to put the title in. 890 Rust coins for the full set. Looks a little basic, but there's a lot of glowing parts in here. You know, I love the architecture stuff. It's always good. So even if you don't like the design here, even just having some glowy parts inside the base may be beneficial to you. So, and if you don't have a lot of like glow skins for these deployables, not a bad set to pick up for 890. I think they know the design looks a little basic, so maybe that's why it's lower price. But you know, not to knock on the artist, maybe that was its intention. But I know a lot of people like the high detail or the funny stuff. So. Sheet metal doors going for 200 Rust coins. This one's kind of funny looking, right? I like it. Look at that. It says spooky ghost. 200 Rust coins for the double sheet metal door, the El Graje. It's going for 250 Rust coins. Dude, the ghosts are funny. Come on. That's 250. We have the Fornacio going for 200 Rust coins. What was that one meme where the guy's dancing in the pumpkin hat and like a black spandex? I'm getting that vibe from this. I don't know why. Not related, but in my head somehow they're related. 225 Rust coins for an armored door. See, these are nice glowing deployables. I'm a fan. 200 Rust coins for the glowing wooden door. This one's not bad if you are on the off chance trying to pull a little bit of attention. And when you have this on, it's kind of hard to tell it's a wooden door, to be perfectly honest. If the Z is not facing the outside, you're going to be pretty hard-pressed to kind of know what it is. The wooden door, 200 Rust coins. And the sleeping bag going for 200 Rust coins. Okay, so here's how this is going to break down here. Yes, so green first pick is going to have to be the sheet metal door. That's just such a staple. 200 Rust coins. And it should be no surprise that it's going to be an armored door for the green secondary pick for 225 Rust coins. See, you always get these in like the big boy crates, like cargo or even like launch sites. So a lot of times you're not even crafting these. You're just looking to like hit this with the spray can or whatever. So yeah, not a bad idea because these create those single pass-throughs. So green secondary pick is the armor door for 225 Rust coins. Orange first pick is going to be the garage door for 250 Rust coins. I do like the fact, actually, let me see that roll down one more time. Okay, there's no glowing part. Oh, no, I guess the bar does glow. So that's not bad. Yeah, this is actually, yeah, it's decent. Because a lot of times you kind of forget there's a garage door there, and having a glowing cylinder part on the top helps. Orange first pick, 250 for the garage door. And hear me out, the sleeping bag for the orange secondary pick for 200 Rust coins. Here's the thing, very bad outside. Literally, you can see this as an admin when you're in the sky, or now since we can fly, you can put these down on your, well, you could do this if you're trying to do this. You can put this down on your rooftop just to kind of land your own birds. It kind of helps because it doesn't emit like a lot of glowing, but it glows enough, the object. But these are really good for the inside of the base if you're walking around, but definitely if you're walking around your base or placing these anywhere else, don't place this one. It makes it so easy to find. Or you could, you know, if you're trying to big D it, that's the thing too. So there you go. That's the Jade Skin picks for this set, this series. We do have a bunt cake or a moon cake rock. I'm not sure what the price is on this one. This is out for another week, I believe. Delicious. This, we have the furnace going for, actually, I'm not sure what any of these are at the moment because I did buy these right, but these are only up for like another week. I know there is a glowing wolf mask, or at least the eyes glow over on the old generation console, right? So you can always pop over there. There's just one special item over there and this repeat set here. So just keep that in mind. So we have a lot of very exciting stuff happening here. The Recoil update, honestly, that build out there is feeling pretty solid. There's just been a couple hiccups, so we could see maybe like a minor update here on PTB. Things are stabilizing. And we should see this. I don't think there's going to be any type of delay, and we should see this at the end of the month, full bore. And we have all these other massive titles in conjunction with this, so it's going to be an extremely busy month going into November. So it's actually a great time to be gaming right now. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the next one. And on the end screen, you should already see the video we mentioned earlier, and we'll see you on the next live stream /video. Love you. Bye. Ooh.